It's just really hard because none of us have seen heaven, and none of us have seen hell. We have imaginations in the movies. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, Pink Floyd. In this realm, yeah, because, heaven and hell are a heartbeat away. I didn't know I was going to talk about this, and there's really nothing to talk about. When the manifestation of the lake of fire happens, when people are being thrown in to this lake of fire, what's it going to be like if, just say for example, you were able to, see what was going to happen through that person? What would you see? What would you experience about someone going into the lake of fire? Because that is what we're talking about, the penalty. Who's manifesting the lake of fire? Am I manifesting the lake of fire? Where did I first hear about the lake of fire? Probably in a movie. The answer is always going to be, what do you think? And the answer to that is, I don't. My intention is the highest and best for everyone. The highest and best timelines. In other words, getting people into better worlds than this purgatorial realm. It's exceptionally difficult. The manifestation of the lake of fire for evildoers is already in the collective consciousness of humanity and has been there for a long, long time. So people, their belief that there are evil people and that there is a punishment makes it so. How come we don't get to visit the Lake of Fire? Because it's part of the surprise of being here on planet Earth. It's the enormous, wonderful surprise when you experience heaven, and I haven't. These are just words coming through me. But apparently, Brent Beeson, the devil, says elation. And Brent Beeson, the devil, says when he gets put into the Lake of Fire, are you expecting elation, Beeson? Brent Beeson ain't going to the Lake of Fire, according to him. He's going to torture me forever. That's his intention. It's just that when you have an intention that's an open-ended intention, do you think Brent Beeson is playing head games with himself? Somehow, in the Lake of Fire, there's no exit. Demonic attack, demonic attack, demonic attack. Jerry Lynch Trash Channel, who I heard Ascended Master Sananda through, about when I talked to him, we talked about this harvest time, and what we were thinking was the percentage of people who are going to be harvested. And if you know biblical people, well, I'm going to just make it equivalent. Rapture. Jerry Lynch and I said between 1.5% to 3% of the humans on the planet do the fifth dimensional jump. Jump out of here into higher vibrational Earth that you can see in the movie The Celestine Prophecy. How do you know that the Celestine Prophecy is true? Well, it's just what happens in your experience after you read the book. The book talks a lot about synchronistic learning and synchronicity. When you start having synchronicities, they're unmistakable. They rock your whole sense of reality. As much as being attacked the first time by demonic, high-tech bullshit fucking things. So it's just that without experiencing, really experiencing fifth dimensional Earth, the proof that we have that it's on its way is the synchronicities. And the 1111 on the clocks, the triple number codes, and incredible things that happen that seem impossible when you look back at it and say, it's impossible that I, met this person here, this time. It's just impossible. The odds are impossible because we're not even in our hometowns. And we're meeting here. Because somebody told me that story the other day. Because that's the way it is. It's just that, The manifestation of the lake of fire is due to happen. Are there going to be a lot of people surprised? Or are people resigned? Resigned to, I'm enjoying being a devil so much. I'm just resigned to it. Lake of fire, if that comes, it comes. I'll deal with it then, kind of thing. That's a human perspective, but that's really not a smart perspective. Oh, because humans do things like, have barbecues. You kill things, and you cook them up, and you eat them. And you think it's good, and you think it's normal. I don't know what else to tell you. Beyond surprised, if you know. Brent Beeson knows he's going to the lake of fire. And it's going to be excruciating pain. Do you think he's going to be surprised when he's in that lake of fire? Oh, yeah. Because people are convincing themselves that there is no hell and that there is no punishment for being a devil. There is no punishment for being a devil. You get to be a devil forever and do your devilry forever because that's the way our system is. Most people don't really understand what it's like to be born to a senior Freemason. But if you were born to a senior Freemason, you would learn that being the son of a Freemason means that you don't get too many times to be around your dad, because your dad is always busy with the lodge. Why is that? Because what do they do at the lodge? Well, they study stuff that you could learn in about grade 4 about geometry. What? I don't want to tell you, but that's basically what they give for public consumption, is that's what we talk about. Geometry. The G symbol of Masonry stands for geometry. Okay, well, it's just the straight truth. Everything that you want to know about Freemasonry is kind of like, tainted. Why? Because people don't really understand anything to do with this strange secret society that you don't know who belongs to and who don't. And the whole problem again and again and again is lack of consciousness. Because if you have more and more consciousness, higher on the scale of human consciousness, you can't help but be told what's going on. So as I listen to hear what's coming on, I also hear Brent Beeson the devil. Because look at this, I'm under demonic attack, and Brent Beeson the devil in consciousness is actively looking to kill me. Brent Beeson is a fucking stupid. There's no stopping stupid people, question mark. Yeah, Brent Beeson's horrible karma. But he knows about and continues to build on. He blows it off as well. Not today, but I'm not in the lake of fire. So, the whole idea of somehow that this lake of fire, future punishment, delayed instant karma, it's not working to stop people from doing evil. Anyways, I don't have anything else to tell you other than people who still believe that doing evil will never be punished were shown today how easily led astray they are. And that they did make an enormous mistake. And even though they see that they make enormous mistakes, and they continue to torture me. So, that's the story today. That's vicious, violent energy. I don't want to tell you again and again and again and again and again and again, but this happens to me all day long. So the people that are involved will be punished appropriately for terrorism. And, it's just going to be a problem for people who, I don't know, beyond stupid. Beyond stupid is evil. Seriously. When the lake of fire manifests around the people who are evil, it might be very strange. Are we going to see people with spontaneous human combustion? I don't know, because if Jerry Lynch is right, that there's only maybe a hand and a half. Then what? That means everybody else is going to lake of fire. It's going to be hard to escape. Zombies that are on fire, because really, if you're like, one of the 1.5% that, because you're going to be here to watch all this shit, all the people explode into fire, because it's going to be like dangerous, all these zombies running around on fire. Because the lake of fire is going to manifest around the people. Spontaneous human combustion. I don't know, I heard other stories. Just today, this stuff is coming out about, unbelievable things that are going to happen. I don't know, what is it, 97% of the population of, the people around. Because the dividing line is 540 on the scale of human consciousness. And anybody under 540 didn't pass Earth School. And Earth School is a purgatory. In other words, you got to pass this course, because this is purgatory. This is not a permanent resting spot. This is a place where you come to make yourself fit for heaven. 97% of the human population apparently hasn't made themselves fit for heaven. Does it surprise you? It's kind of hard to get yourself a handle around, well, who are those 3%? That seems like an impossibly small number of people. I can't possibly be part of the 3%, but it's not right, because it's not limited to 3%. It's open to 100% of the people. It's not open to Brent Beeson, the devil, or King Clancy, the devil, because devils don't go to make any choices. Devils have already decided before this lifetime. When they took this lifetime, they decided to die, because they wanted one more kick at the can of being a devil. The other option was, don't take this lifetime and don't die. But the desire to hurt others is so strong, people are willing to say, okay, well, it's my final life, and I'm just going to devil. I'm going to be a devil. And then it's done. But that's not what they were told. They told over and over again, you take this lifetime, and then you go to the lake of fire. Free will. Do you want it or not? I'm going to say, I don't remember before this lifetime, because Bob doesn't. But the stories are that there are people who do remember their previous lifetimes, because they're part of the in crowd, and they're not subject to men in black mind wipes that keep you from knowing, the whole story of what's going on. Anyways, that's the great plane consciousness, is, the taking of this planet from evildoers. Because this planet was a hell world until 1987. The whole collective of humanity, up until 1987, calibrated under 200 on the scale of human consciousness. In 1987, through a lot of effort, mass meditations, By dedicated people, we're told, because I wasn't part of it in those days, for the first time ever, the calibrated level of consciousness of all of the humans, the collective, but over 200 for the first time ever. And at that moment, Earth was no longer a hell world. Anyways, that's where we came from. Not that long ago. Was it really hell? I don't know. Do you think it was hell, World War II? Do you really know the stories of World War II? The Blitz? The bombs dropped on London? All kinds of fire bombings of whole cities set on fire? People burnt to death inside their own homes? Dropping of atomic weapons? In World War I, poison gas? Unbelievable. The lows that humans are capable of stooping to in order to. Anyways, being in hell worlds. And, modern day, we still have these enormous military complexes that got nothing to do because there's no enemies. They're all phony baloney. It's all fucking fake. It's all the same fucking bullshit propaganda lies through mainstream media. Otherwise, many of us have come to the same conclusion. It's just that a lot of people that have come to this conclusion aren't high enough on the scale of human consciousness because they don't want to stop eating meat. So, from St. Peter's desk, St. Peter, the gate to heaven, St. Peter's desk is going to tell you, when we look at you and going about your life, mowing down on chicken wings, we see an orc from Lord of the Rings eating meat. An ugly, disgusting creature. An orc from Lord of the Rings. Humans that eat meat look like that to the angels. It's beyond gross to see a beautiful, angelic child eating meat like they're an orc. Anyways, orcs. Ron Beeson the Devil wants me to go find a good clip of orcs from Lord of the Rings, so look below here, and I'll see if I can find a good link for you to see orcs. Hopefully I can find orcs eating. You can watch the orcs eating. Beeson says, I'm too long-winded.